But that's politics. It's your right to support somebody, to change to another person, to change to another political persuasion, to form your own political party, to change from your party to another. It's your right. All we are asking, please, respect our intelligence and our feelings. When you have betrayed Baba, don't come to his funeral and say you are the most loyal.
Kasmuel isn't that?
But those who are with Raila to buy new suits and new shoes and have a new set of girlfriends, of course, the girlfriends will just even disappear because they knew they'll be waiting for you somewhere when you had gone to meet Raila, because when you come back, they'll go for the hairstyle.
Pale 3D.
Yeah, they knew. They always knew that wewe ukienda kuona baba ukirudi wako sawa. They will remain with a shell, and they won't be the first people to remain with a shell. Kina Wetangula are holding on to a shell called Fort Kenya. It's a shell. It's not even a Pukusu party, because now there are some Pukusus with DAP Kenya, others with Fort Kenya. So it's useless.
I'm so happy to have you on Richard Mwenja, exclusive. Yet again, I'm here with Professor Herman Manyora to bring home conversations that are shaping Kenya's political and governance landscape. Prof, great to see you. How are you doing today?
Oh, we are there.
You're fantastic.
Yes.
Post-Mashuja 2025.
Yes.
And Baba remains your biggest hero.
Yes. There's no doubt about that.
There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
All right, let me pick your mind on something here. Just after the burial of Baba, we saw Sam Atandi, Member of Parliament, came forth and says that he now has to shift his political, loyalty to President Ruto. And just to quote him, he had to say this: Baba taught me politics of loyalty. I've been intensely loyal to Raila since I was born. I never crossed his path. Today, I have transferred my political loyalty to President William Ruto. And many are sitting back, Prof, and wondering, has he danced too soon to the tune of the next available political kingpin? Some are arguing, hata simiti ijekauka, why this fast?
It's in the nature of sycophants.
Sycophants?
Yeah, the nature of people who are excited by small things. It is in the nature of people who are guided by material world, materialism, material things of this world. People who make decisions on the basis of how big a slice of bread is and how much butter is on the slice of bread. That's how they behave.
That's their validation.
Yeah, that's how they behave.
All right, Prof. If history...
There's nothing wrong with supporting Ruto, but must you be so sycophantic? You know, there are certain things you say even your own wife is ashamed of you.
This is one of them?
She may not tell you, but she's embarrassed. Even your children, they're embarrassed. Unajua watu wanaambiwanga vitu hata na watoto. Dadi, hiyo ni ujinga gani unasema sasa?
Prof, are you taking concern with the timing of this statement or the statement in its entirety?
No, both. A man shouldn't speak like that. So, which means if Raila stood for something and you are loyal to Raila and it is what he stood for that made you support him, because you are supposed to be an intelligent person. So, does Ruto stand for the same? Since that's not true, then it is what you benefited by supporting Raila, which is things that you can put on the table, which is food.
A political tick?
Yeah. Somewhere in the food chain. He put you somewhere in the food chain. So if Raila is not there, the next person to provide food for Atandi is obviously Ruto.
Case of political tick shifting to the next available cow.
Yes.
All right, Prof. You've been here with us for quite a while and actually unpacked Kenya's history over the decades. And if we are to go back to Moi era, we saw there are people who wielded so much power and influence during Moi days when he was still the king. People like Nicholas Biwott the late. And some want to question, even in Raila's inner sanctum, there are people like Junet Mohammed.
Yes.
But if you are to do a correlation and comparison, you realize the likes of Biwott faded into oblivion just right after Moi exited the seat. For this particular context, do you feel that Junet Mohammed could be one of those biggest casualties?
Of course. These are people you'll meet in the streets here, very relevant.
Very relevant.
50-year-old people looking like they are 70 years. It is the nature of politics in this country. Politics of patronage, chronism, where once you leave political office or proximity to power, it is visible.
Your value depreciates.
Even an MP, who is supposed to be a very small person, once they lose their seat, and they lose nothing else. Please, I want you to underline, lose nothing.
Nothing else. Just the seat.
Everything still is constant. If their law firm, it is still functioning. Their bank balance is still okay. Their businesses are still okay. But only one thing has been removed, namely
the seat.
The political office, the seat of MP. Look at what they look like. They look so miserable. Because we invest everything, our ego and everything, in small positions of power. And yet we know, unless we are so stupid, that power is transient and is illusional in most cases. So when somebody leaves office, nothing else has changed. All the money they had stolen and the lands they had bought, they are still intact. But you meet them, say, who is this? This was CS. So I mean, they have changed physically. We've glorified money and power, but even power more. That's why you find a small person from some village, when they become MP, MP, we give them a big vehicle. They look out of place in those big vehicles.
They don't fit in.
They can't. Kichwa cha kuku hakistahili kilemba. A small person of no consequence anywhere in the world goes to parliament and you give him a V8. It looks too big for him. Hata akiingia ndani is like the driver of the vehicle. Ati ni yake. Hayaingi. Then you go ahead and make him live where he's supposed to live. In other words, kama anafaa kuwa buruburu, huko ndio anafit. Unamtransfer because you've given him mortgage, what now, anaenda some better neighborhood. Hata hatoshei huko. And then you give him a bodyguard. A bodyguard for what?
His life is in danger.
A bodyguard now becomes a person to go and call girls. Nilete enda itia huyo msichana. So, it is so stupid. And that's why then they think there are certain things they are not. So when they leave power and you meet them, so all these guys from Luo Nyanza, you meet them in the next 5 years, so 3, 4, 5 years, you will not believe.
A pale shadow of their former self.
They will have all the billions they stole in the deals they made. But they will not be the same. See these ministers, meet them.
Prof, you've always advised.
I've seen former governors with all the money they stole.
Governors?
Yeah. But you know me, I interact with these big boys.
Sure you do.
With all the money they stole, the governors, after they leave office, and it's not even 5 years. Those who left in 2022, how many years? This is the 3rd year. You meet them, they don't look like the people you used to see. Don't look further than that. Just look for a former governor. Even these ones with billions, the ones you know, if you met them before, let me not say. Uhuru ndio anasemanga wacha niliseme.
Prof, anyway, yeah, I mean, oftentimes you've argued and really supported the idea of growth, gradual growth over time. And you've always been the biggest critic of microwave success. But then again, there are people who are under Raila's arms, wings, getting the mentorship, people like Kasmul Makoure. Yes. Some are arguing that these are people who are flying too close to the sun. Yes. Now, without Raila in the picture, oftentimes what happens to these mentees who are being mentored by the giants, albeit for a short period of time?
They just melt into relevance.
They hit the ground with a thud?
Of course. My friend, nothing. You just disappear.
Kasmuel could be out of the picture soon enough?
Not could be, already is out.
Come on, bro.
I'm telling you, even those big suits, 3-piece, double-breasted and rest, they will look like pajamas.
My thought is, when you're flying too close to people like Manyora, whom
Yes.
people highly regard their thought, then in their absence, your stars remained aligned. Isn't that the case in Kenya's politics?
Any person who was with Raila Odinga in the struggle, believed in the things Raila believed in, worked with Raila towards achieving a new Kenya, they can't disappear. The journey will continue.
Kasmuel isn't that?
But those who are with Raila to buy new suits and new shoes and have a new set of girlfriends, of course, the girlfriends will just even disappear because they knew they'll be waiting for you somewhere when you had gone to meet Raila, because when you come back, they'll go for the hairstyle.
Pale 3D.
Yeah, they knew. They always knew that wewe ukienda kuona baba ukirudi wako sawa. So now that Baba is not there, that's how life works. If you don't stand for anything, if there's nothing you stand for, your relationship with big people is because of what you get from them. The moment they go and you have nothing to get from them, then you just collapse, you crumble, you become nothing. But people who stand for things may struggle a bit, but they remain on their feet.
Amason Kingi, Senate Speaker, believes that he's been one of the most unwavering supporters and who paid ultimate loyalty to Raila Odinga. That was even part of his speech during the morning period.
Yes.
But some would take concern with his statements and saying, even in the run-up to 2022 general elections, it is you and your party who went against Raila Odinga and worked for President Ruto, who supported his bid. So you've had these speeches, everyone trying to prove a point that they were more loyal to Raila Odinga
and the
than
last
their
day they were with Raila and the promise Raila gave. It's normal.
Is this now the height of political hypocrisy?
It's normal. Their eyes are on the next king. They you see, because Mudavadi, Kingi, Mutua may not have taken votes away from Raila. But it is obvious that if they had remained with Raila, Raila would have performed much better. Because there's always a psychological angle to these things. There is always the turnout to these things. And the reality that the numbers are affected even by one vote. That's a reality.
Sure.
So the few votes Mudavadi could have taken to Ruto, Kingi, Mutua, would somehow cumulatively have contributed to Raila's performance. And I'm not saying he lost the election or he won the election. I'm just saying that. So Kingi should not say what you're saying.
Finally, Prof.
And they know he's a person who has been to school. There are better things you can say. And you see, supporting somebody and changing is normal. It was quite normal for Kingi to support Ruto as opposed to Raila. But you don't stand in a gathering like that and say the things he said. You should have respect for yourself. Kingi should have respected himself.
All right. Finally.
You know, even if you heard Mudavadi the way he spoke, Nasa, I bet Nasa. You know, Mudavadi yesterday, that day was a wonderful speaker in the burial.
Son of Sabatia?
Yeah, but you don't come and tell people things and they are left murmuring. Who's the weird? Kingi was a disappointment.
Underwhelming, you say?
Yeah, that's nonsense. You don't say that. Yeah, you are the people who deserted Baba when he needed you most.
Traitors in the temple?
Yeah. So you don't come to a public gathering, the funeral of the man you betrayed, and tell the people there that I'm a loyal supporter of Baba. No, you don't say that. And you see,
sure,
Raila has gone.
True.
And it'll be difficult to get people like Raila Odinga, another person like Raila Odinga. All these people are people Raila made. They would have gone nowhere. They would never, most of them would never have become anything if it wasn't for Baba.
From Mishimboko to Hamida Kibwana, you name it.
All these people, and they deserted Baba at the last moment. I'm not saying Mishiboko did. True. Mishiboko did not desert Baba.
True.
But there are people like
Kingi.
They deserted Baba. And they were there. Baba has walked with them. But that's politics. It's your right to support somebody, to change to another person, to change to another political persuasion, to form your own political party, to change from your party to another, is your right. All we are asking, please, respect our intelligence and our feelings. When you have betrayed Baba, don't come to his funeral and say you are the most loyal. What do you want those who are loyal to think and to feel?
Orengo and Anyang' Nyong'o.
Do not say that. And if you have a person who has been to school like Kingi, please, mind what you say.
Finally, Prof, from the coast, we saw ODM, one of the principals within ODM, that is former Governor Hassan Joho, actually declare war on anyone who is out to try and make cracks within ODM party. And this was interpreted as a direct jab on SG, Edwin Sifuna.
Yes.
But then again, even if you're talking about those who hold the key and password to ODM party, does Joho fit the bill?
No.
He's not the guardian at the gate?
No. The damage on Joho after the loss of 2022 has not been repaired.
To this date?
Yeah. There are people who feel Joho and Junet were greatly responsible for the bad performance of the party.
Joho and Junet.
And for his information, these are my good people. I like them. They are my friends. Whatever you interpret friend to mean. There are people who believe that the old man once in a while made a few wrong steps, took a few wrong steps, faltered here and there. And every time Raila made a decision or took a move that party loyalists, his good followers, felt was not quite right, the name Junet Mohammed and Joho were not far.
The arrow pointed to them?
Yes. And I have to tell them so that they know they are not anything in the party. Without Raila, even Junet cannot attend a serious party meeting. You know, ODM meetings can be messy.
It's true.
In the party headquarters. Vijana wako hapo nje, hata chapwa na vijana.
Men in black.
Yes. They will, the way they have done to a few people. Junet will be a target. So will Joe. So let's not talk about those ones as people who can take the party anyway or defend it. They can't defend. This party minus Kina Babu, Owino, Kina Sifuna is not a party.
I thought Aladwa is enough replacement.
This party requires young people. Where ODM is today, it requires the Sifunas. Remove them and you remain with a shell. And that's what I'm seeing happening. They will remain with a shell, and they won't be the first people to remain with a shell. Kina Wetangula are holding on to a shell called Fort Kenya. It's a shell. It's not even a Pukusu party. Because now, there are some Pukusus with DAP Kenya, others with Fort Kenya. So it's useless. Look at Mudavadi. It couldn't even be a Maragol party. Because his own governor, even his own MP was not his party. These parties are all over the place. Parties that refuse to be national. People hold like churches at where I come from. Splinter churches. Finally, there are even such a splinters that wewe na bibi yako na kanisa mnafanyia hapo nje kwa nyumba yenu. Kwetu, they are there. A splinter of a splinter. Then finally, a man and his wife and his children and maybe one or two neighbors. Kanisa ni hapo kwa compound. That's where there are many political parties like this. So if people want to destroy Raila's legacy and mutilate ODM, let them go ahead.
Go that route.
Let them go ahead. That's up to them. They have the choice. We will fight them because of Raila. We will give them a fight. But if they defeat us, which looks most likely because they have power around them, let them destroy Raila's legacy.
But history won't forget that.
It will not forget them. It will be very harsh on them that you are the people who killed Raila's legacy because of your stomachs.
There you have it. What a point to bring the conversation to a culmination from Herman Manyora discussing a raft of issues, and more particularly matters to do with ODM politics in Kenya post Raila Odinga. Give us your comment regarding this edition and what you'd want us to feature in the upcoming editions. While at it, remember to subscribe to the channel and watch other editions with Jadiel Kabiro and Evans Okinyi.